What's up, Patriots fans? Hopefully you guys are enjoying your NFL Sunday after New England got their third win of the season on Thursday against the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm Nic Rohloff of Patriots Today, and on today's show, we're talking about the latest Patriots news and rumors because they actually did make a roster move, and we'll also talk about the NFL draft order update after 1 p.m. games and most of the 4 p.m. games, as well as the top 5 of the NFL draft order looks to be set heading into Monday Night Football. But before we get into the meats and potatoes of today's show, I want to make this the largest Patriots YouTube channel out there. And the best way to do that, well, subscribing, of course, but also sharing this video to more people so we can have more Patriots fans having eyeballs on this channel. So click the share button, select the Twitter or X icon, click post to Twitter, tag me at Nic_Rohloff. I'll retweet it, get it out there, and also the first 10 people to share this video and tag me on Twitter, I'll follow you back on the Bird app as well. So do so and help us here at Patriots Today. All right, the devastating news, if you will, from Evan Lazar. He said today, well, although we're already eliminated in everyone's minds, it was official that with the Cincinnati Bengals beating the Indianapolis Colts today, the New England Patriots are officially eliminated from playoff contention. I think everyone knew it, but today is official. But the reason why I want to bring this up is because if you bring it back, flashback all the way back to March before this season really got underway, Robert Kraft had this interesting quote. It's very important to me that we make the playoffs. That's what I hope happens next year. Robert Kraft, obviously one of the best owners, if not the best owner in all of football, has been someone who is used to winning from his organization. And the fact that there's been a couple bad years in a row, including this year where it was really, really ugly through at least 14 weeks, you wonder what type of changes will occur this offseason in order to make sure these losing seasons don't stack. I mean, back-to-back losing seasons, that is something that New England doesn't want to get in the habit of doing, obviously, after having the success they had for the previous 20 seasons with Tom Brady and Bill Belichick. So you wonder, is Belichick going to be on the outs? There's a lot of rumors surrounding Bill Belichick. Let's be honest, there is. I know the fan base is also pretty split between should they get rid of Bill Belichick or should they keep around the best coach of all time. Well, on College Game Day, Robert Kraft and Bill Belichick were both on the set. Our Army-Navy was in Gillette Stadium in Foxborough this Saturday, and Pat McAfee had some interesting exchanges with Robert Kraft on his hit. Kraft said, "We like to win, so we want to do everything we can to get our team back to be winning." And McAfee responded, "I don't envy your position. What's about to happen, we all know." Eyeballs emojis? Like, what is happening? When I saw that quote and I heard it be told on air, I'm like, wait a minute now. I know we can all kind of see the way this is heading between Belichick and Kraft splitting up. The relationship, the reported fractures, the also reports of Belichick eyeing a different team, wanting to leave Foxborough, and then McAfee, I don't know if he has sources or he's tuned in, but the line of, we all know what's about to happen. Like, what do you mean by that, McAfee? Are you trying to put out there that it's a or it's a universal secret that isn't well kept, that Belichick is on the outs after this year? I mean, it's a very fascinating storyline, and it brings me to this question. What say you? Will Bill Belichick be the coach for the New England Patriots in 2024? Type Y for yes, type N for no. I am making this today's pinned comment. I want you to go answer for me down in the comment section after this YouTube ad break. Let's get into the news and rumors portion of today's show. And this happened just a couple days ago. The day after the New England Patriots beat the Steelers on Thursday Night Football, they waived running back Ty Montgomery, who served as the backup to Zeke Elliott on that game on primetime. And, well, to be honest, I know why they released him, but he also didn't play that good because in the 4 or 5 snaps he played, he didn't do much, but the main issue Montgomery had was on special teams. He's been the Patriots kick returner all year long, but the problem that he faced this Thursday is that he missed a blocking assignment that led to that punt being blocked in the third quarter against the Steelers, which gave Pittsburgh a short field and gave them the opportunity to potentially come back in this game. But you look at what Ty Montgomery has done this season, and well, when you're looking for it, you can't find much because he's played in 13 games, but realistically playing is not in Montgomery's vocabulary. Only tallied 3 carries this season for 9 yards, had a couple catches, 5 for 40 yards, but he was third on the depth chart and was only really a special teams guy due to Ramondre Stevenson and Ezekiel Elliott. It's intriguing to see if they bring back Ty Montgomery to the practice squad. I know a couple beat reporters have said that's possible, and we'll have to keep our eyes out on what Montgomery does, whether he comes back to the practice squad or not, because New England is still going to be without Ramondre Stevenson for at least another week or two. So who is going to be the backup to Ezekiel Elliott? Is it going to be Kevin Harris? Who knows? But we'll keep you updated, which is why you should subscribe to the channel. This is why. Join New England Patriots Today for the latest Patriots news and rumors. We update you on people being waived and people being claimed, which we'll get to in just a second. We're 13 subscribers away from 6,800, excuse me. Let's get there on today's video. Come on. I know you fans out there want more Patriots content. Join us today. The reason why he was claimed, the New England Patriots had to open up a roster spot after claiming Christian Ellis, the linebacker, off waivers. And if you have a familiar ring to this name, well, he is actually the brother of linebacker Caden Ellis from the Atlanta Falcons. The last name doesn't give it away. I don't know what will. But he came from the Philadelphia Eagles. He was with them. He actually played in every single game this season and started last week against the 49ers and then got waived. Poor job he's in. But he has played in 19 career games, 35 tackles, and 2 TFLs. He hasn't really made a name for himself on the defensive side of the ball, but Christian Ellis is an excellent special teamer. So New England, I think, saw the ability to upgrade from Ty Montgomery in the special teams game with the value of Christian Ellis. And hell, maybe he can do something on the defensive side in some games down the stretch when the Patriots are out of it. But the reason why I bring up this tweet from Field 8 is because I find it very intriguing to me that the Patriots were one of 6 teams to put in a waiver claim for Christian Ellis. So this isn't someone that New England just maybe thought they could find a diamond in the rough. There were other teams that felt the same way. The Cardinals, Titans, Falcons, Broncos, and Dolphins all wanted to bring in the services of Christian Ellis. He's obviously coming to the 53-man active roster. And as I mentioned, he's played in all 12 games this year for Philly leading up to this week and started this past week against the 49ers. We'll see what Christian Ellis can bring to the New England Patriots. But before we move on to the NFL draft portion of today's video, I got to let you all know about today's sponsor, and that is Prize Picks, the #1 daily fantasy sports platform in North America. It's daily fantasy sports made easy. And if you go to prizepicks.com/CLNS and to use code CLNS, you'll get a first deposit match up to $100. You can just pick more than or less than on 2 to 6 player stat projections. And on this NFL Sunday, ka-ching, 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 I did a little 4-pick player stat projections on Lions and Bears. I took the more than on Justin Fields, 198.5 passing yards. He went way over that. DJ Moore went more than 70.5 receiving yards. Mon-Ra went way less than 74.5. EQ, by the way, didn't actually play in this game, so shout out to Prize Picks for letting that one slide. It turned into a 3-player stat projection. You joined me, rapper Meek Mill, comedian Andrew Schultz. Get those two tied up. I don't know why. Just kidding. How could you? But here you go. Go to prizepicks.com/CLNS and use code CLNS to get a first deposit match up to $100. Shout out to Prize Picks for sponsoring today's video. All right, let's shift to the NFL draft now because the Patriots got some help and didn't really get some help at the same time when you look at the top of that NFL draft order. The Panthers, they lost again, so they're going to be holding that #1 spot, 1-12. I think it's an all but foregone conclusion. The Panthers give the Bears the #1 overall pick. They'd have to win 2 more games to even make it a chance and have it go to strength of schedule, which, by the way, their strength of schedule is less difficult than New England, which means they'd have a higher pick, and they're not winning 2 of the last 4 games. Maybe they could squeak out 1 against one of the Falcons or Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but I really doubt it. So the Patriots still are there at the #2 spot because they have a easier strength of schedule than the Arizona Cardinals. They both are 3-10. Commanders on bye are 4-9. They stay in that 4 spot. And a new team at the 5 selection. It is the Giants before they play on Monday Night Football. It was the Chicago Bears coming into this week, but they defeated the Detroit Lions. So they move out of that 5th spot. But the Patriots' remaining schedule, always looking ahead to this, they play the Chiefs, who are taking on the Bills as we currently sit. Next week, Broncos, Bills, and then Jets. By the way, the Jets absolutely hammered C.J. Stroud and the Houston Texans. Zach Wilson actually looked legit in some weather conditions that were not favorable. Intriguing to see if that team starts playing good down the stretch. And after this debacle of Zach Wilson getting benched, the team wanted to bring him back as a starter, him allegedly saying no, and then him allegedly now being the starter. Who knows what's going on in New York, but it's a tough Patriots schedule to finish out. It's going to be an interesting one to look out for, because if they lose all 4 of those games, well, the New England Patriots are likely going to be selecting number 2 come April, barring a trade. And let's hope they don't make a trade from that number 2 spot, because then that would allow the Patriots to potentially find their next franchise quarterback, which is my guy, Drake May, or maybe Caleb Williams, because if the Bears are at number 1 and Justin Fields continues to play the way he is, probably going to trade out of that pick, or maybe they stay there and take MHJ number 1 overall. The possibilities are endless. But call your shot. Let me know, what pick will the Patriots end up with when we're talking in April? Will it be that number 2 spot? Number 1 feels unlikely. Is it going to be 3, 4? Let me know what your thoughts are down in the comment section. I'll be looking for what y'all have to say. And make sure you guys do join the channel. Myself, Nic Rohloff, and Harrison Graham, we bring you daily content surrounding the New England Patriots. We'll have a new video out tomorrow as well, so be on the lookout for that. Hit that sub button, turn on notifications, and don't miss a piece of New England Patriots news and rumors. I'll catch you on the next video. Go Pats!